Bug the crap out of me. I'll tell you that right now. My computer's making me angry. Last night when I had people on my panel, it was buffering and going slow, and today it's like, it's making the same shit. Oh, and I'm still pink down there. I had the pink there from yesterday. Anyways, come on in, gather around. First of all, I want to say that I'm going to open by saying when dramatic stuff happens to you on YouTube, you address it, maybe try to resolve it, stuff like that. However, and this is not to offend anybody who's part of a drama community, but if you consider yourself part and you say willingly that you are part of a drama community, I just want to say something quickly about the main definition of drama, okay? The main definition of drama is a literature, a composition, see composition sense, in verse of prose intended to portray life or character or to tell a story, usually involving conflicts and emotions through action and dialogue, and typically designed for theatrical performance. I think we see a lot of theatrical performances here on YouTube. So I'm going to address something as far as the drama community, and give me just a second and I'll get started. Okay, thanks. No chance. No dance. No chance. No dance. No chance. Love me, give me second chances. Hey Beth, hey Mitchie. Okay, guys. So I was doing the spur of the moment because I do have a documentary to get to. I don't know if you saw the documentary of Elisa Lam and the Cecil Hotel. That dropped on Netflix earlier today. So I wanted to talk about something because I know maybe not a lot of you are familiar with Diane's channel. She's a woman who is a part of a drama community willingly. I guess I don't know why anybody would willingly say that. I discovered her channel, I want to say a couple of years ago. You need to watch it, Beth. Have you watched it? Is that what you're talking about? Hey, Brandy. So she has a drama channel, and I guess 99% of the content is dramatic, and in my opinion, has nothing to do with her. And she has a co-host. Her name is Wendy. Hey, Red Lotus. Hey, Viking Dogmanship. And so I was under the impression, I used to give them lots of super chat when I first discovered their channel. I used to watch them a lot until I discovered all they ever talk about is like gossip and bullshit. And the only reason I'm talking about this right now is because I've donated money to them. And Wendy, her co-host, apparently was not aware of this until I think last night. All of their super chat, 100% people, their viewers were under the impression, love you too, Julie. They were under the impression that all of it went to St. Jude's, donated to St. Jude's for children with cancer. 100% of it. Okay. Come to find out, that is not the case at all. And Wendy, her co-host, I guess, is just finding this out. And she did a live stream earlier today that I was listening to until Randy got on there. And then I tuned out because it was just kind of like the same thing spoken over and over. Hey, DJ. Hey, Scout. So basically, where do I start with this? One thing that's always bugged me about these two women, I watched them for a while and I was like, they're nice. They were very nice. Diane's defended me a few times with a couple of things. Thank you, Julie. Hey, Nikki Rex. One thing I noticed though is their content. This is what I think about the drama community. And if you're part of it, I'm not sorry, because this is what I think if you consider yourself drama community. If you call yourself drama community, that means the foundation of your community, your channel, and everything is conflict, emotions, confrontation. And yeah, they used to have on their channel called like a resolution night. But it was always everybody else's business. So one thing that bugged me about what Wendy was talking about tonight, because in the beginning I kind of had sympathy for her, and then I'm like, okay, no, I don't. Because Wendy said, I just want to get back to having fun. Well, from what I've seen, Wendy, your idea of having fun is everybody else's business and drama. That's my opinion. That's what I've seen from her. And then she said, she's like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to be Diane's friend, whatever. Hey, Irish Eyes. But then she turns around and she says, you know, I spoke to Diane on the phone for like 6 hours. And so someone, this caller, I forget the second caller that called in, she was a badass. She was saying everything that I wanted to say. Mean Girls, Margot. Hey, not my verbiage. You were there tonight for about 10 minutes. Can't remember the name, and I was shocked. Yeah. So Wendy, the girl asked Wendy, she said, so when Diane told you that, you know, that she wasn't giving all the money to St. Jude, did she have, you know, a conviction in her voice? Was she crying? How did she say it? And Wendy was like, that doesn't need to be spoke about. That some things need to be kept private. No, I don't think so. I think people deserve to know if she, you know, since Diane is not addressing the community, they deserve to know everything. Did she feel sorry? Did she have, you know, emotion in her voice? You blocked all the drama channels, Gal. Yeah, see, there's nice people. Like Wendy and Diane seem like nice people, but at the same time, it's about character and what you do. Like their channels literally are on a foundation of other people's pain. Truthfully, Trisha, you know, I often see Diane and Wendy say, we're against going real life and stuff. And then they order Truthfully Trisha a pizza, which supposedly had black pepper on it. And Truthfully Trisha was allergic to black pepper. I don't know how much of that is true, but I do know Diane has admitted to ordering this pizza before, which by ordering the pizza shows Trisha that you have her address and you don't even like the person. Yeah, Mitchie, I agree. So when you're ordering somebody a pizza that you don't like, that is already, it's uncalled for. And what I want to know is, did Diane use this money that was supposed to go to St. Jude's to order the pizza for Truthfully Trisha? That's one thing that I want to know. Yes, they are lying about, she was lying about St. Jude. Yes. Wendy said Diane may not want to be my friend anymore because I went live about this. Huh. No, what about Diane saying she has not given all the money to St. Jude's? I feel like Wendy, you know, is probably trying to save her own ass, which, you know, maybe she didn't know about it. But don't sit there and tell people not to ask questions. And then, you know, Wendy's like, well, I'm here to answer questions. Most of the questions people were asking her, people were getting timed out. She wasn't answering them. She was beating around the bush. Like people said, okay, well, is Diane's husband real that she talks about? And she was like, some things are none of our business. Wendy, 99% of your content for the last 4 years is none of your business. So I wasn't going to talk about it. And I was like, you know what? No, I've donated money to these people. And, you know, I stopped listening to them really a couple months ago, like permanently. But, you know, I go in and out and it's like every time you go to their channel, it's somebody else's drama that they're talking about. So why would you want to be a part of a channel anyways that's part of drama and then collect money for St. Jude's? St. Jude's is getting that money based on drama anyways, you know, if they're getting any of it. Conversation about something. This was the conversation while something about a Diane. Hey, Shelly. Love to Canada. Hey, Jamie, Texas chick. So another thing, because if you guys don't know about this channel, I'm sure some of you do. You know, they would do giveaways and they would do contests, talent contests, stuff like that. So, hey, Dee Dugan, one thing that bugged me again about, and Wendy, I've always wanted to like her, but she always has this condescending tone in her voice, like she's better than everybody else. But I mean, you don't even show your face ever, so you can't be that great. When you have to have a strong voice but hide behind an avatar and never show your face, that shows me that you're really not that confident in what you're saying. That's my personal opinion. I think Wendy has always belittled people. That's why it was kind of hard to listen to them. I love you too, Shelly. But Wendy, in her defense, she said, well, you know, some of the money did go to St. Jude's. Some of it did. And, you know, we used that money for contests and giveaway for you guys. I'm sorry, but that does not make me feel any better that you're giving away money and prizes when that money should be going to a child who has cancer. Why would that make anybody else feel better about it? So I love, so not drama and gossip, Robbie just won an easy life. Yeah. And really the only reason I'm talking about it is because I've donated to that channel, and listening to Wendy tonight, and I've never listened to her channel before. I didn't even know she went live on her channel. It was really annoying because she kept saying, you know, blame me, I'm going to take credit. But Diane, the one who's guilty of it all, has not spoke or shown her face or anything. And the thing was, when she first got called out on this, she was denying it, saying people were lying. Come to find out they weren't. Yeah, it should have gone to the children. You tried listening to them, just could not get past their thinking. Yes, and one thing about Randy, I mean, I used to listen to Randy, and then I realized she was mostly dramatic stuff as well. Like, listen, I've heard Wendy say herself, hey, Kermit the Frog. I've heard her say, almost like belittling people that still talk about true crime or the Chris Watts case. She's like, oh, like she's better. Oh, people talk about that. Don't they have anything better to talk about? Oh, you mean like the bullshit gossip that you guys talk about all the time? Don't you have anything better to talk about, or any talents or anything like that besides gossip? Yeah, no. Diane will talk today. Come on. Oh yeah, no, she didn't. I was waiting. I kept checking Diane's channel to see if she'd go live and talk about it. Nothing. And so, you know, when Randy got on there, the girl that was on panel, I really liked her, and I don't know what her name was. It wasn't the first caller, it was the second one, but the first caller I liked too. I think it was Hippie something, but then the caller after that, you know, she was saying something to Randy, and Randy was like, well, you know, I was defending her because she's my friend. Well, here's the thing about defending, and this is why I don't jump to defend anybody. You know, people can defend themselves even if they're your friends. You're there for support. But, you know, when you're sitting there defending somebody and you don't know whether they've done something or not, you don't know what you're defending. So if your friend is doing something shitty and you're like, I'm going to defend them because they're my friend, but you don't know the facts, you're going to look like a fucking idiot. Oh, Princess F. Yeah, I really, really liked her. She was saying all the shit that needed to be said. Like, oh, don't worry about that. Not my verbiage. I don't care about that. I love you anyways. It doesn't matter. Long time since we, let's see. Hey, darling Nikki. No, darling Nikki. I was bitching to her about it. So if you want to call in, I'm not going to be up too late, but I'm going to give you the link. Gossip channels are like vicious high school drama. Oh, I completely agree, Giaco Mia. And I've heard these people in these channels, you know, say, oh, these other people need to get content. All they do is talk about Chris Watts or this. At least we fucking have interest in something than besides like other people on YouTube, their business. Hey, Mark. We are live, Michelle Crowley. Don't follow people blindly. It will come back to you. Yeah, just like Nikki. And Nikki knows. Darling Nikki's my good friend. I don't take sides. I don't just back people just because they're my friend, because you could be fucking wrong. Your friend can be an asshole. Okay? And then as far as Molly Golightly, if you guys remember, it was like, what, 2 years ago, darling Nikki? Diane's channel went after her. Molly Golightly got arrested in New Orleans. We all know that. Most of us know that. For supposedly stealing money from a stripper. She got off. She got cleared of it. Diane's channel, I believe, still has that video up of her. So can you imagine if Molly Golightly or somebody like Truthfully Trisha, these people go after, can you imagine if they did the same thing that Diane did? How crazy they would go? You never hear the end of it. Oh, good morning, Loopy Lou. July 2019, Diane did a live, and it's still up there, right? Hey, Michelle. So I wanted to come on and just say, you know, for somebody who comes on and, you know, that would be like me saying if I was to sit here and say 100% of my super chat is going to, you know, whatever foundation, and then you found out that it's not. And then I got on here and tried to justify it, or one of my friends got on here and tried to justify it. You want to know how people still have the nerve to support a liar and a thief? Yeah, Irish Eyes. And you know what? I completely believe in forgiveness, forgiving anybody for anything. I do. So, of course, you know, I would forgive Diane for, you know, because honestly, when I give a super chat to somebody, I'm blindly giving money to somebody and I really don't know where it's going. So, but it's the fact that a channel says, hey, Dave, 3/4 of a man, you finally got it right instead of half of a man. You know, if you're not going to give the money away, and here's one thing that bothered me as well. You know, Wendy said, you know, it's my fault because Wendy took accountability for being the one on the channel because it's Wendy and Diane that would operate on that channel. Wendy was like, well, I was the one who used to tell people, you know, that 100% of the money went to St. Jude's. Yeah, but Diane never stopped you. If that was me, let's say, thank you, Paula, welcome. If me and darling Nikki did panels together, you know, like Diane and Wendy did, and if Nikki was on my channel saying 100% of the super chat's going to go to St. Jude, I would like talk to her privately and be like, please don't say that again. That's not true. Okay. And then I would tell people, no, not 100%, but you know, we do donate to them. I would correct it right away. Diane never did that. So, you don't care my super chats, buy your eyeliner. Oh, I appreciate that, Paula. Hey, Plumie. So as far as the, you know, super chats and stuff, Wendy is kind of, it doesn't really sound like she's really taking it seriously. Kind of like trying to brush it off and be like, oh, you know, it is what it is, but we still did contests or we still donated to St. Jude somehow. It's like, you're ignoring the fact, Wendy. And you're kind of pushing people out of the way that are asking questions. Just like when somebody asked Wendy, they said, you know, what was the tone in her voice? Do you know what percentage was given to St. Jude? And Wendy was contradicting herself. She was saying, oh, yeah, no, I don't know anything. I don't know the percentages or anything. But then she said she had a 6-hour, hey, Sharon, 6-hour phone call with Diane, and Diane opened up to her about stuff. And then she's like, well, we don't need to know percentages. That doesn't matter. Yeah, the fuck it does. Because we want to know how bad it is. Wendy didn't even seem upset. She didn't, and I don't really know because I've never really had an interest in Wendy. I've more listened for Diane just because I liked Diane. Wendy just always seemed like a bitchy sidekick that was just like judgmental of everybody. And we all know that judgment is probably towards herself and she's projecting. I don't know. I really don't care for her. And after listening to her tonight, in the beginning, I was kind of like, oh, okay, you know, because I do kind of feel bad if she really didn't know what was going on, but the excuses she was making were pathetic. I'm confused about it all. I'm going to need a documentary to catch up. Jerry, basically this channel for the last 4 years, I believe, has been saying that all of their super chat donations, 100% of it goes to St. Jude's for children with cancer. Come to find out, that is not the case. And there's a channel called Blue Ridge Belle, and she is a mother of a baby that's in St. Jude's. And what's really disturbing about it is she made a video about this, and Diane, the one who's been basically stealing from people and saying she's giving the money to St. Jude and she's not, had the nerve to ask this woman to take her video down. And then now she comes out and hating and says, you know, that it's a lie, but she didn't even address the community of people. She told her co-host on a private phone call instead of getting on here and saying, hey, you guys, you know what? I screwed up. Sorry. Nothing. Yes, deflection, Becky Boo. And I knew in that Princess F caller, she knew. She's like, Diane's not going to come on and address this. Wendy said that Diane was supposed to go live yesterday after her live, but the only reason Diane was going to go live was so that she could prove that she didn't do anything illegal. So she can address the legal part. And Wendy was sitting there saying she didn't do anything illegal. But then Wendy turns around and says that Diane didn't tell her everything. She doesn't have details. So how the fuck do you know if she did something illegal or not, Wendy? Either you know details about it or you don't, but you're contradicting yourself over and over and over so many times in your live stream. And I believe it's because you're trying to protect your ass so people don't leave you. That's what I think. And yeah, even if you didn't know about it, stop fucking defending her. It doesn't matter if what she did was legal or not. She lied and told people 100% of her donations, or you did, and she didn't stop you, were going to St. Jude's for children, and that was a lie. Who gives a shit if it was illegal or not? That money was supposed to be going to children that are sick with cancer. How did people find out her super chats weren't really going to St. Jude? Miranda, I don't exactly know that part. I know people were onto her for a while and she was very defensive. She'd deny it and say, you guys are lying. You guys are attacking me. But just last night with her, best friend, co-host of the last 4 years, Wendy got on her channel and said, yeah, Diane opened up to me and told me it did not all go to St. Jude. She said she had a 6-hour conversation, but she doesn't have details. Come on. You know more than you're saying, Wendy. That's bullshit. Diane said, I have my reasons why I haven't gone live. Then said I sprained my wrist. Come on, it's obvious she's guilty. Yeah, what about your other wrist? You could still click with the other one. It's illegal theft by deception. Well, and either way, if she thinks she's just going to come back on her channel and everything's going to be okay, that's not okay. Not at all. Her live description and remove the St. Jude's part. Scamming people out of their money. How disgusting. Lucky she's been caught out. Yeah, and the thing is, like, Tiffany Marie has got a lot of shit for trying to call her out. And Diane has a pretty big following. So by these people coming out against her, they put themselves at risk by having Diane's community go and attack them. Come to find out, they're getting attacked for no reason when they've been right this whole time. Dave the Fisherman started asking questions back in September. Yeah, so, and then, Wendy said, I didn't know this whole time. But then Wendy said, someone said, were you scared to ask her? And Wendy said, yeah, of course I was scared to ask her. So then did you have suspicion about it, Wendy? Like, these are the questions that need to be answered and the questions that people were getting timed out. Or, Wendy gets very snappy with people anyways and just snooty, like her shit don't stink. Yeah, it does. And I see right through that bullshit. Unfortunately, it happens way too much, just like these TV evangelists. Yeah, all you got to do is come on with a professional voice and never, God only knows if that's even, we really don't even know what they look. We know what Wendy looks like, but when you don't ever show your face, and you talk shit about a lot of people, that makes me question anyways. The lady Jasmina figured it out and began calling her out. Oh, that's why she doesn't like that woman. Okay, that makes sense. You hope St. Jude's lawyers are investigating and this goes legal. I do too, because, and this is my opinion again, if you willingly, openly call yourself and you're proud to say you are the drama community, do you really think that that foundation is going to last and you're going to be successful when drama involves conflict, anger, emotions, and you have nothing else to offer? And it's just drama. I don't get the whole drama community thing. Yeah, I've done, like, this may be a little bit dramatic, but I've donated to these people. Okay, I don't get on here and say, okay, who's having a problem? Let's talk about them. Let's talk shit about them. Let's tell our opinion. That's a drama channel. And do you really think that that's going to end good? Do you think that's a positive thing? That's why when Wendy said, I just want to get back to having fun. I'm sorry, but the only fun I've ever witnessed you guys having on that channel is trashing people. If that's your idea of fun, maybe this is why this is all happening, to wake you guys up to be like, oh, maybe I should come on YouTube with a talent or something instead of trashing people nonstop. We should all, Carol's making weird noises. I was confused about who stole what. Well, I would hope that Diane, Brooke, her name is Diane's channel. If you look her up, she has a little cartoon slogan of like a woman with dark hair. She's never showed her face, I don't think. I've never seen her face. I've seen pictures of her, but hey, Jane. When you take money from sick children, that's the lowest in evil. Yeah, and they gave Molly Golightly shit for like a big misconception about what happened at a strip club in New Orleans. You know, can you listen? If anybody else did the same thing, you know that Diane and Wendy would be all over that shit. And Wendy's always been a person who says, I don't like liars. What about now? Because you're still defending her. Diane came to the true crime community during the Watt stuff and drew us in. This was a mistake if she thinks true crime community won't investigate and dig in. Yeah, and they can't stand people that talk about Chris Watt still. Oh, are they still talking about that? Yeah, we are, because we're interested in it, and there's a lot of open-ended questions. Sorry, we're not sitting there gossiping about 10 million different people when it's none of our fucking business. Yeah, that was none of Diane's business. So every time Wendy tonight, when somebody would ask a question and say, hey, Smokey P, somebody would ask a question about, you know, is Diane's husband real? How much money was taken? You know, just asking for details. And Wendy kept saying, that's none of our business. Wendy, most of your content is none of your fucking business. You can answer the question because people have the right to know how deep this is. Especially when there's sick children involved. Come on. I just want to say that I'm more impressed. Thanks, Robin Swan. I appreciate that. She could ask St. Jude to give her a record of the donations because, yeah, but the thing is, and that's the other thing. Thanks, Miranda. That's the other thing Wendy kept beating around the bush. Somebody's like, has Diane showed you receipts? She would go back and forth. She's like, yeah, I only saw a few or this or that. And it's like, it's almost like she knows more than maybe Diane told her more. But Wendy, why is it so hard when somebody asks you, you know, did Diane sound upset when she told you she lied? Did she sound, you know, remorseful, anything? And Wendy's like, that's a private phone call. I don't feel like I need to give that information. Yeah, you do, because we want to know how she feels. How did she tell you? Was she cocky about it? Was she bitchy about it? Was she remorseful? We want to know that information. Why can't you tell us that? Why can't Diane show her face and tell us that? And then she's sitting there and someone's like, get her on the panel right now. And she's like, well, we'll see if she's available. She's always available. Come on. You guys have been good friends for a long time. Don't beat around the bush, Wendy. That's bullshit. Morning, Sazzy's Nails. And I think that's really all I wanted to say about it. Nikki, I know you had some points you wanted to talk about, and then I'm going to go watch my documentary. But yeah, I would appreciate it. Look, honestly, I never donated to them and was like, oh, this is for St. Jude's. I honestly didn't do that. I just super chatted them in the beginning quite often because I liked them and I thought they were cool. And then, you know, once I realized after a while that all they do is talk shit every episode, and then they call it resolution night, but really all they're doing is taking somebody else's dramatic situation and using it as content. And then they're like, oh, we're resolution or we're this, and we don't go real life, but we order Truthfully Trisha pizza, even though we fucking hate her. We order her pizza to her home address with, I don't know how true the black pepper part is, you know, because some people say, oh, that wasn't true or not. Either fucking way. If you don't like somebody, you don't order them pizza to their home address. Thank you, Beth. I love you too. You don't do that shit. That's a bitchy move, but what else would you expect from someone who calls themselves the drama community? Hey, Bobby Bug. Hey, Katrina. So I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Do you willingly, I know a lot of us probably watch people that are involved in drama communities, but would you proudly hit a one if you proudly call yourself part of the drama community? Because I don't. I think basically that's saying, hi, I like bullshit. I enjoy seeing people fighting and I enjoy drama. That's what you're saying. Thanks, Dave. Are you paying me to say sorry for you saying the F word on your channel, Dave? Welcome, Sharon. Hey, Angie. I don't understand why somebody would be proud to say they're part of the drama community. Because basically you're saying that you're a drama queen. Yeah, I mean, I guess when we're involved in our own drama, I can be a drama queen. Maybe I'm being a little bit dramatic right now, but I've donated money to these people. Anybody who has donated money or has a sick child, or hell, a sick anybody with morals has the right to be upset about this, whether you've donated to that channel or not. Anybody has the right to be upset about that. And to Wendy, backing up, pushing questions away, and that doesn't need to be asked. Every fucking question needs to be asked, and every question needs to be answered. And you can't sit there and be like, oh, don't do that. Oh, and if you're gonna come in here and you're gonna trash her, just get out. I don't need that. Yeah, you fucking do. If somebody has a problem with her, they have the right to say that shit, especially if they donated money. It's not right. Dave, I'm 1/4 drama queen. Dave says he did say I was half of a man, but I had to correct him and say I'm 3/4 of a man. So, you lost your granddaughter to cancer. I'm sorry, Sharon. Thank you, Jan Rocks. By the way, none of this money is going to one of those. I'm not donating my money to charity, just so you guys know. I don't do that over here. I don't claim to do that, but maybe I will just one time. But don't hold me to it. The other week I watched my first and only drama video, which was Wendy and Diane. It was funny for 2 seconds and then super annoying. Well, listen, and this is not to try to cut them down or anything, or anybody else that gets on here, but for people like me, like my channel's a vlogging channel. I also have a channel for music or parodies or whatever, but I use my stuff for creativity. I try to. And then sometimes, I'll address serious stuff or true crime or whatever it is. But I never once have seen Diane or Wendy do anything except they did a talent show one time. I didn't see them do a submission. Like, I'm not seeing them put any talents. And I'm sure they have to have talents of some sort. I mean, everybody does. They're not using any of their talents. They're coming on here and they're using other people's pain, other people's arguments, or their own arguments, and they're using it for content for 4 years. Can anybody honestly name a stream that they've done that did not involve conflict, drama, pain, emotion, anger? Oh, hang on. Hey, hold on. I just want to read this one. Let that lady beekeeper. I asked Diane in an email if she would show the community receipts or refund the money I donated. She refunded my super chats, including the 30% that Google took from her. Well, I mean, that's going to be a lot to keep track of if she's going to start refunding everybody. The day I donated it directly to St. Jude's, it was never my money. I expected her to tell me I cannot give you a refund. I gave it to St. Jude's. Huh. Yeah, because if you really did give it to St. Jude's, which we know she didn't, you would say, I don't have the money to refund you. That shit went to a foundation. But anyways, Nikki, I know you were telling me some good points, so go ahead.
Hey, everyone. So for me, when I see this situation, Diane's absence speaks volumes. There's her receipts, because Diane's personality dictates that she should be out here screaming, from the rooftops that she, didn't take any of the money, or, you know what I mean? Like, that's just how she is. And she's all about receipts and all that. So the fact that she's not even doing any of that, I think that speaks volumes. The other thing is, about a week ago, I went through her videos, the description, because I think I heard someone say that she never said specifically that these, super chats were going to St. Jude's. So I went and I had a look at about 4 or 5 of her ladies' night descriptions, and on every single one that I saw, it said, it was actually in bold, all proceeds from this live will be donated to St. Jude's. It was right there. So there's that. The implication certainly was there when people were donating, because she wrote it, and multiple times throughout their lives, they would talk about it, keep it in people's minds. And, people want to do good things. And, but before I forget, the thing that bothers me the most, aside from the fact that what she did, but what bothers me the most is she completely destroyed any trust that so many people in this community once had for helping others. So for any future GoFundMe's or charities or fundraising that genuine people may want to do, a lot of people are now going to be skeptical. And I've seen so many comments from people saying, fuck that. I'm not
Mhm.
trusting anyone anymore. So, I mean, there's that. And as far as Wendy's live, that was sketchy because someone asked if Randy knew. And Wendy responded by saying no, Randy didn't know. And then Wendy also said that Diane lied to her, but she never said what that lie was. And she never specified what it was that Randy didn't know. I mean, and I was listening to her and I was like, okay, hold on. So something's happening here. So there's something that Randy didn't know.
Mhm.
And there was something that Diane lied about, but Wendy would not, share that with anyone. But if it was someone like Molly Golightly, oh hell, it would have been they would have had all the videos out, and they did do that to her.
Well, one
So,
thing about I can't remember who sent me the clip. Everybody knows that my name is Robert Brown, Robbie Brown, whatever. I don't mind that, but the fact that these people they dox people in a very sly way. Somebody had sent me a clip just from a couple weeks ago of Randy, and it was on Diane's channel, I believe, and there were some other people there, and they had brought my name up. I think I showed it to you, and they said, because there's a troll account called Robert Browning Jr. And I was like, that account is doxing me, that because it kept coming into my chat saying stupid shit, so I blocked it.
mhm.
So they had the nerve and Randy like pissed me off because she's like, oh, well, Robbie says that troll account has his full name in it. So basically she's telling people my full name and then saying, but that's not what it is. And whether it is or not, you just fucking confirmed that it has my name in it. So Randy, you can kiss my ass for that. Like I lost all respect for her when she did that. And they were joking about it. But then again, I mean, they are the drama community. So if they're not stirring up drama, their channel's not going to stay afloat because, to be honest, Randy, Wendy, and Diane, they don't have any other talents. They don't do anything else but talk shit about people. And that's the only reason people watch their channel. And if people like them, they hate the same people together. Hey, Brandy.
I
Is that
apologize for the symphony you're about to hear because 3 of my cats are now doing it. I don't know what's going on over here. But it's, if watching Diane, Wendy, and Randy on Diane's channel, I
Mhm.
mean, they have their claws out.
All
And
the
then
time?
and then seeing them on Wendy's panel, they're like, I think they're I'm not, maybe it's just me, but I honestly feel like they're trying to portray themselves as victims.
Exactly.
It
Yeah.
seemed as that way to me, that they're really trying to say, oh no, she did this to us, we didn't know, she lied to us, we feel so bad.
Well, I hope
Stop
Randy learns
yourselves.
a lesson, because she's like, well, I defended her because she's my friend. Well, now in the future, maybe you should know to look into shit before you jump the gun and defend your friends. Because look, darling Nikki, if you do something fucked up, I'm not going to sit here if I know the truth or not and be like, she didn't do that, blah, blah, and attack people. No, I'm going to be like,
Oh, I
dude,
can show you our inbox messages. He puts me in check. But
yeah, no,
listen,
I don't do that shit.
murderers, rapists, all these people, they have friends too.
Mm-hmm.
So for people, for her to say, well, that's my friend, I'm not going to share this or that, or even to say, that that's her friend and she believes, you know what? I honestly, I wish I could say to them, just stop. because the behavior of Wendy and Randy and the things that they're saying, they are making Diane look worse than she already does, if that's possible, just by their behavior.
Well, I don't think that they should abandon their friend. Look, you stay friends with whoever you want.
Oh, I would.
I don't think. Well, see, but I don't think that somebody should abandon a friendship when bad stuff happens or they see their friends doing bad stuff. If there's a love there and stuff, I'm not saying to abandon their friendship.
No,
But
not
to,
that. But
because forgiveness heals people. It really does. If we accept and say, hey, you did something wrong. I still love you and care about you. What you did was fucked up, So don't abandon your friendship, but don't sit there and pretend like your friend is a saint.
but that's the problem, Robbie, is in the midst of this, Diane basically abandoned. She threw them to the wolves. They're out
and then
here.
Wendy's sitting there saying, I'm only talking for myself. No, Wendy, because you keep defending her. You keep defending her, and then any question towards that, you're deflecting from it. So if you're going to get on a live stream and say, Diane called me, this is what happened, and then you're not giving details and you're snapping at people asking for details, that's messed up. Have a good day too, Christy. I love you. It's just, I feel like she doesn't want to get judged maybe for stuff she knows, or maybe she doesn't want Diane to get mad at her. But that one girl said, it seems like you have 1 foot in, 1 foot out. And she's like, no, yes. I don't. But yeah, you do, because you're saying, okay, this is what happened. And then when people are saying, okay, well, how bad was it? Or how this, oh, I don't know. Or I don't want to say. Well, then don't fucking talk about it.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what, and I did watch that live, and I couldn't figure out why Wendy even went live. She kept saying,
Christy, look what came. Sorry, I just wanted to show her. I got shit tons of new Thrive stuff tonight. Sorry, keep going.
No, Wendy kept saying that she was there to answer any questions that people may have, and she would do her best to answer. She really wasn't answering anything. And I didn't understand that. And, you know what? I'm going to mention this, but I'm not going to lose my shit. But her contacting that woman with the baby, I cannot believe that. Like, that is really low. Like this, I saw the video. I don't know her name. Is it Blue Ridge or something?
Blue Ridge Bell. Yeah.
Yeah. So like that was the rawest video, really. She's holding her little one, and we've seen that video. And I understand. No, I don't. I've never been in that position, but I get why she did it. Just to say, do you see this? Do you see what this is? St. Jude's. This is, this is what it is. And then I heard that Diane emailed her and asked her to take it down. And I thought, oh, you're going to ask her to take that video down? But here, I can post a link to a video where Molly Golightly was on Diane's panel, the whole video, security video situation. And Molly was so upset, and she was crying so hard. It was like she couldn't even breathe. And she was begging and pleading Diane to not leave that video up, because she didn't want her son to see her mom like that, his mom like that. Well, that was 1.5 years ago. It's still up. She never took it down. And to go ahead, you know what? The hypocrisy is just mind-numbing.
Well, and also what disturbed me about Wendy is when people were saying, how many receipts did Diane show you? And how much money, or do you know what percentage? And you know what Wendy said? Well, she was like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter to me. Well, it fucking should. Don't you want to know how much of the money she was pocketing and how much actually went? That part does matter, Wendy. It does. And people, anybody who donated anything has the right to know about that. And I think St. Jude has the right to know too, to be honest, because you're putting on a front. Wendy keeps repeating over and over, well, what she did wasn't illegal. But then Wendy turns around and says, oh, well, I haven't talked to her lawyer or her, like the legal stuff. Then how the fuck do you know if what she did was illegal or not?
I'm almost certain that it is. I'm pretty sure it's fraud. It seems to fit the definition of criminal fraud is, where you misrepresent something for financial gain. Is that not what she
Well,
did?
yeah, she did. And honestly, to be honest, I don't care if it's illegal or not. You
True.
told people one thing, and I mean, yeah, it makes it worse that it's sick children, but you could tell me that you're donating to the Dumb Friends League, whatever. I'm still going to super chat, and I honestly don't give a shit where it's going because I'm trusting you and just giving you my money and being like, there, do whatever you want to with it. So I really don't care what you do with it, but it's the fact that she got so defensive, no, I'm not, or this or that. And this whole time she's lying. The documentary Smokey P is the one on the Cecil Hotel. Elisa Lam, the Cecil Hotel.
I just think it's a sad situation all around. Like, so, and I will give
Right on the
Wendy
screen
and
there, Nikki. See on the screen there what Quinny said? The fact is, though, her super chats would have been nowhere near what they were because you said it went to kids. That's very true.
That is really, yeah, that is.
Point.
But I'll give a little bit of credit.
It's not fraud. She didn't steal anything. No, I don't believe that.
Who said that?
Wendy, I'm sorry. Are you really that dumb, Wendy? What would you call that? Because you're taking the money when it's supposed to be going somewhere else, and you're taking it and you're pocketing it. That is stealing.
That's what, yeah. I don't understand.
Super chats were, yeah, and I guess their merch 100% by default goes to St. Jude's, but I don't think people are going to be rocking that merch anymore.
I actually checked it out, and do you get to set your own prices for that? Because
on Teespring, yes, you do.
Okay, well, wow, that's some pretty expensive. I think, yeah, I don't know who's buying that, but.
And here's one thing I wanted to address as well, and this was like last week or something. Hey, Aaron, Diane posted a community post saying, this guy, so-and-so, he agreed that if I show him some receipts, he'll donate $1,000 to St. Jude. Well, any friend can cover your ass and say, look, I'll donate $1,000 to St. Jude. You say that you showed me the receipts and I asked for that to do this, and then people will believe it. No, we don't want you to show them to somebody else. We wanted you to fucking show them to us. How hard is that to do? That should not be difficult to do, to be like, okay, no, I'll prove it to you. Hold on, let me pull up my email. I wouldn't say, here, let me show it to my friend, and then he'll say he saw him and he'll donate $1,000 to St. Jude. You gotta be a fucking idiot to believe that.
Is that not a slap in the face to all of the people that actually donated, to say you're not worthy of seeing? I don't have to show you receipts, but I'm going to go ahead and show this guy receipts because he's going to
his name was James. That's who it was.
Oh, okay.
I just feel like that. No, Robbie, she didn't know James. I promise you that.
I feel like that's just a slap in the face to the people that did donate. Just, no, you can't see them. But, money bags over here. Who's going to donate?
Look, sorry to interrupt you, but look how close her and Diane are, right? If they sat on the phone for 6 hours and Diane is opening up to her saying, okay, I lied to you, it wasn't true, whatever. I'm sorry, I've heard Wendy grill so many people over shit that's way less than this, right? Strangers, that's not even her fucking business.
$40 over Laura.
Exactly. Or Molly Golightly. Don't you think Wendy would hold her friend to the same standards and grill the shit out of her and say, how much? How much was it? What percentage? Don't you think she would have done that? Because Wendy, I'm sorry, is a fucking bitch to even strangers. If this happened to a stranger, Wendy would be all over that and be like, we want to know how much it was. We need details. We need this. You can't tell me she didn't ask her best friend or her good friend on the phone what a percentage was, and then play stupid with us and be like, oh, I don't know. I don't know the details. Yeah, you fucking do. Yes, you do.
I think
that's bullshit.
definitely think Wendy knows a lot more than she's acting like she knows. There's no way. There's not all these years that she's been on her panel, all of that, where she was the one that was promoting the, donate to St. Jude's, all of that. And she didn't know. Come on.
Happy is saying it was actually an 8-hour phone call and there was 50 people on that call. Okay. Yeah, she tiptoes around everything. And then also Wendy said, I'm not interested in monetizing my channel. I don't do giveaways. I don't do any of that stuff. Almost like, Diane did that all. I'm sorry, but if you and I were doing a channel together for that long period of time and we did giveaways and we did all this kind of stuff and 100% went to St. Jude's, don't you think we would be having conversations about how much was donated and stuff? Or would you just trust me the whole time to not see shit, Nikki? Would you just, you would never ask in 4 years, like, hey, can I see how much you donated, or can you show people something?
You know what, Robbie? I trust you, obviously, a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And if it were anything else, I would definitely take your word for it. But when it comes
Wouldn't
to
you be
something
curious?
like a charity, yeah, no, I would have to be asking you, okay, what's going on? Like, what is this about? How does this work? Because I wouldn't want to put my name on or promote something that I don't know anything about.
Well, and plus, I mean, it would just be the right thing to do. Like if you and I were involved in some sort of financial thing together, like we're doing this together, we're raising money together, it would, I'm sorry, but if you were never showing me anything, I would start to get suspicious and be like, can you show me, what's going on? Or can we have like an email set up where you email the receipts? That way, if anything ever happens, I'll have it on hand to show people proof or whatever. You want to be prepared for that kind of stuff. Yeah, Paula says, can you not do a straight up fundraiser on YouTube? I don't really know how that works. I think you can, you could do whatever you want with your money.
No, I think you have to, like, if she's asking about St. Jude, I'm pretty sure I heard, and I don't know for certain, but I think you have to contact them and then they sort of help you do that. I think that's how that goes.
Mm-hmm.
Shouldn't do any of that.
And also, Wendy tonight said with her own mouth, she said, Diane is not affiliated with St. Jude professionally. Well, Diane has said repeatedly, I'm affiliated with St. Jude. Has she not? So people are going to believe that she's affiliated professionally.
Well, if she didn't, I don't know if she ever said, like, specifically said that, because I don't watch, like, obviously I've been to her channel, I've seen bits of her, but I don't actually
she said I've been
her.
affiliated. She said I've been affiliated with St. Jude's.
Well, it's definitely been implied.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. That much I can say. I do believe that with the amount of times they'd mention it, and Diane saying, it's near and dear to my heart, and then they would, in the description, it said it. I have the screenshots. It said multiple videos, all proceeds.
She says all. Jamie, Texas chick, said, I've been affiliated with St. Jude's for 20 years. I've heard her say affiliated, that word, before. Strike me dead if I'm wrong, God, but I have heard her say that. And I think it was that recently as well. There was a recording somewhere of her saying that.
The 20 years actually does sound familiar. But either way, here's the thing. If Diane was donating all of the donations that were specifically for St. Jude's, because sometimes in the super chats people will say that. So if she was donating every single penny to St. Jude's, she would have her receipts, and then she could show them, because this is a very serious accusation. And I'm just confused, like, why, and if she feels that she doesn't owe anyone any evidence except for the people that actually did donate, which that I can understand, at least show them. Gather, arrange a private Discord or something and have people who donated bring their proof. They join, they can see the receipts. At
Or
least.
why not just put St. Jude's link in your descriptions to donate to and just leave it at that?
That's what she's doing now.
Yeah. Or, you know, being like, hey, can my moderators or can we keep posting St. Jude's link to donate to them in the chat or something like that, instead of like, I'm sorry, but you don't know. And yeah, you know, when people are like, well, it's none of people's business, she doesn't have to show people. Well, that I do agree with that. It's nobody's business where money goes to. However, when you are saying when you're saying that the money is going to go a certain place, I think you have a responsibility to show people, and people shouldn't even have to ask you, you know, just so, and it could be like a celebration saying, hey guys, this is how much money we raised for St. Jude's this month. Look at this.
Yeah.
But
that's a good point. I think that I would probably do that. Mm-hmm. Just to let everybody know, you know, because it's happy. It is something to celebrate if you're donating to a charity.
Yeah. Brandy, it's called Diane's channel. If you type it in, it'll be the first one that pops up. It's got a little cartoon link with it, a cartoon picture. What is that? It's people's money, so you'd think there should be some transparency. 100% transparency. Mm-hmm. And look, if you're raising money and people are asking for some sort of confirmation, and you're taking, that's how, when I first heard this was going on and she was beating around the bush, anybody with a brain knows, like, oh shit, she's totally lying. Because mm-hmm. you know, you get on and defend yourself right away, especially with a personality like that woman. Yep. She'd get on right away and be like, that is not true. Try again. And she'd show confirmation.
That's what stands out the most to me is if she did nothing, okay, if she has done nothing wrong, like I said earlier, she would be screaming it from the rooftops. If she had done nothing wrong, why is Wendy saying she's just going to kind of distance herself? What are you distancing yourself from? Number one, what was this lie? And I mean, she doesn't owe me shit. I understand that, but I'm just going to say this. And what is it that Randy didn't know? Where's the answers? Right. You know, and again, you know, there's a lot of people saying, yeah, it's none of your business, blah, blah, blah. Okay, whatever. I'm still going to ask.
Bye, Julie. I don't know if they've ever seen each other on camera before. Good night, Pink. But I mean, honestly, I mean, I don't even really care about that. I do care about the fact that they do get on very aggressively and like cut people down and stuff, and they never show themselves. That's the only reason I have a problem with that. Other than that, I don't care. Like, Nikki never shows herself, but she's not on here dragging people doing drama nights all the fucking time either with all of her content. No, they were saying, have people ever seen her face and stuff? And earlier, the only reason that I said that it's just weird that they don't show their faces is because they got big, bold voices and they're always talking shit about people. That's none of their business.
I did see her in a thong. Well, actually, it wasn't her. I just know it wasn't her.
Oh, you did?
No, I think somebody did put a picture out of a what they said was her in a thong.
Oh.
But as soon as those words came out of my mouth, I remembered, no, it was not Diane. It was not her. It was just a picture they got off of Google.
See, I don't even care. I don't even care about that or not. What I care about is the fact that I've donated money, but even if I didn't donate money, that's shitty. That's shit.
Yes.
But I have donated money. And it annoyed me. I wasn't going to say anything, and I was listening earlier to Wendy. And by the time Randy got up there, I was like, okay, enough of this bullshit. She's just repeating herself like a broken record. And that princess, what was her name?
Princess Fortunate.
Yeah, I liked her. She was like, get up here, Diane. You're always lurking. You're always, you know, emailing people when you see them in people's chats. Hey, Amy, so get up here. There's no reason why she shouldn't log in and say, guess what? I fucked up. Because, you know, I would forgive anybody. I'd forgive her. but she needs to own up to her shit and stop beating around the bush. Because that's shit. If someone is with someone for 20 years, why have a statement every time she donates? At that point, you only have a statement for the whole year. Yeah, no, I get that, Ying. I mean, honestly, I don't really keep receipts for anything.
Yeah, I
But
know.
if I was, I think it's maybe this will be a good learning lesson for people. If you're claiming on a big platform and you have a following, you should that'd probably be a smart idea just to cover your ass to save that information. I love you, Shelly. Possibly done some tax fraud, allegedly. My opinion, conspiracy, maybe. Jerry, if you're donating money on behalf of others to protect yourself, show monthly statements. Yeah, and that shouldn't be difficult to do. Molly Golightly showed her receipt from donating to St. Jude's. Hey, Helen Vera. Wasn't SW accused of something similar?
Who's SW?
I think Shanann. I'm not sure. I don't know about that, Helen.
Oh, no. Yeah, I've never heard that.
I feel bad for those sick kids. Well, luckily, there's actually people that do donate to them, fortunately, to St. Jude's. I know you can link your channel with an organization. Yeah, and then you just share the link out. How hard is that? They share the link to their merchandise. Why can't they share the link to St. Jude?
Yeah, she's doing that now, but I think that's new. I don't think that was something that she's always done.
Mm-hmm.
I could be wrong, but I think she just started doing that.
Yeah, well, it just annoys me, like the hypocrisy behind it, because, and I think that's what annoys me the most about Wendy. She's always annoyed me, to be honest, but hearing the way she's kind of making it not seem like a huge deal and kind of defending it a little bit is very hypocritical, because if this was anybody else, you know how Wendy is. We've all seen her talk horribly about tons of people, drag them for things that are way smaller than this. You know, and and Wendy always used to say, I don't like liars. Well, and then now she's like, well, she's my friend. Okay, so you do like liars, but if they're your friend, if you don't know them, then you judge them for lying. But if they're your friend, you don't. No, your friends are just as accountable for their actions of lying as anybody else. Just like I'm, accountable for my lying. For the longest time, I named my channel Save Robbie. Nobody knew that I had a problem with alcohol or drugs until I came out and talked about it. And it felt good. The truth sets you free. And that's what bugged me. I was telling you this earlier. Wendy said, they're like, why is it so hard for Diane to tell the truth? And Wendy says, it's scary to tell the truth.
I'm sorry. What?
Yes, maybe it's scary to tell the truth after a huge lie like this, but Wendy straight up said it's scary to tell the truth. And that's when I'm like, red flag. Okay, this woman is scared to tell the truth. What? And then she's like, I don't lie about anything. For almost 8 months, Quinny.
She fucking said that?
Yeah, you didn't hear her say that?
I did not.
She said it's scary to tell the truth. Like, okay. And yes, it is. I know it's scary to admit things and stuff, but
Diane, I'm sorry, Wendy should not be left unsupervised on a live, because I really think that she's just making Diane look worse. Not that I care, but I think that she is making her look worse.
Well, it's that condescending tone that Wendy always has, that it's always made it kind of hard for me to be a fan of hers.
Yeah.
Just because she's so snooty to people, they'd sit there and talk horribly about people on their channel. And then Wendy's response to everybody is, oh, I don't care about them. I don't watch their channel. Well, obviously you do, because you're sitting here talking about everything that they do. So yeah, you do watch their channel. And she just acts like she's better than everybody else. And I don't like that attitude. And I don't like that she's using that same attitude in this situation specifically. That's why I bring that up. Still not sure who Wendy is. Wendy is the asshole who's been a dick to Truthfully Trisha for a long period of time. And Diane and Wendy, truthfully, Trisha has always been a very sweet girl to me. She may not be everybody's cup of tea, and then Diane emailed me, oh, you shouldn't be talking to her. She called me. We had a conversation on the phone. You shouldn't be talking to her. She does this and that and this and that and this and this and this and that. Well, everything that you named on that phone call to me, Diane, what you did was 10 times worse than anything you said Trisha did. And they've been horrible to her, horrible enough to even get her address and order her a fucking pizza when they don't like her. Come on. That's a bitchy thing to do. So I don't like the way that they treat her. And you know what bugs me is one time I went into their chat and Wendy was saying, they were talking about how I was talking to Trutha, and she's like, or to Trisha, she's like, oh, well, he'll learn on his own. Or she said something snooty like that. Just dumb. And I'm like, what a bitchy thing to say. Just because people like someone you don't like and you're horrible to, seriously, and I'll use the word bully. They bully Truthfully Trisha. They bully the shit out of her.
Yeah. I mean, to send a pizza that seems to me like a scare tactic. Like we were talking earlier and you said it was basically just to let her know that they had her address. That is terrifying.
Yeah, and then Wendy afterwards goes on the Dr. Phil show with Truthfully Trisha and says how horrible she is. And then they show the video of Trisha like choking on the black pepper from the pizza because supposedly she's allergic to black pepper, and supposedly they ordered it with black pepper on the pizza. I don't remember on that episode of Dr. Phil, Wendy telling Dr. Phil, yeah, we ordered her a pizza to be bitches. I don't remember her saying that to Dr. Phil. Do you?
I didn't see the entire episode, but no, I didn't. Did she say why she did it? I know Dr. Phil asked.
I don't think they addressed that. I don't think Wendy addressed that. I could be wrong. I'll go back and watch it again. But no, Wendy can do no wrong. Remember, she doesn't lie. She doesn't do any of that. She's not horrible to people. And honestly, I think, the more that Trisha got in shape and looks hot and has worked her ass off to get a hot body, I saw the hate come more, and I'm like, are they jealous because she's like getting hot? Like, what is it? What is their infatuation with? What is everybody's infatuation with Trisha? Everybody's so fucking mean to her. And all she wants to do is better herself, get into shape, and live a happy life. That's always annoyed me about them, how mean they are to her. Yeah, Kiki Rose, if you type in Truthfully Trisha, Dr. Phil, you'll see the episode, and Wendy is the one that's on the show with her just being a total bitch, man. She's always been a bitch. Sorry, but not sorry. Trish is. I'm proud of Trisha. I am. They addressed the pizza thing on Dr. Phil. Oh, okay. What did Wendy say about that, Stephanie? Do you know? And yeah, in that whole episode of Dr. Phil, like, yes, Trisha has always been overly emotional and expresses and a bit dramatic and stuff, but they were just horrible to her. And Diane and Wendy they would trash her all the time. And then to go after people and talk shit to people that are simply friends with Trisha, like myself, is stupid. Oh, Nikki is on mute because her breakfast smoothie machine is going. Was Dr. Phil out of show ideas? Yeah, I don't remember. I'm going to have to watch the whole thing again. Hey, Heather, I don't remember specifically why they were on the show. I think because, her husband was saying that she vlogs a lot, or, she's addicted to vlogging or whatever. But aren't we fucking all? If we're not addicted to going on live or making videos, then we're addicted to watching them. So everybody's addicted to it somehow, or we wouldn't be here all the time. Can't stand bullies. And hypocrites. I don't remember Wendy Woman admitting any association with the pizza being ordered. Yeah, but they sure do on Diane's channel. Like, they joke about it. And that's all they do is they joke. Like, oh, it's so funny that we ordered a pizza to somebody we don't like. Like, all proud of it. It's fucking stupid. Do you guys believe they're getting death threats? Honestly, I don't know. Here's what I think about that. Anybody who's dumb enough to send a death threat is dumb. Do you really think people are going to send death threats via email or, you know, through technology, when it's so easy to trace and prosecute people for doing death threats like that, and then getting tons of them. Come on, do you think there's that many stupid people that are going to threaten somebody's life over the internet and then risk getting in trouble for it? I don't think so. I think we need to see receipts of that as well, Wendy. That's my question to Wendy. If you're getting death threats, prove it. You think the pizza thing happened before Wendy and Diane knew each other? I don't know, Dory. Okay. The trolls are all in the kitchen making. Okay, Nikki, thanks for coming up. I honestly don't know if they knew each other, but Wendy sure was aware of it. Can I send one from Australia to DA work? Just don't put anything he's allergic to, Dave, on it. No death threats. That's... Oh, okay, Sassy Cat. Let me see. Wendy didn't know who ordered the pizza at that time. Diane belonged to a Facebook hate group and ordered the pizza. Diane denied ordering the pizza for months until she got called out. Oh, on Miss Fucking Wonderfuls by Miss ATX. Isn't that weird how that works out? Diane seems to do shady shit until she's called out for it. Well, that's fine if her channel is Wendy or Ladies Night 2.0. I won't be watching it. I listened tonight because I was curious to see what she had to say, but I wasn't surprised that she was beating around the bush. I wasn't. I used to watch Diane's channel. I think I watched Randy's channel a few times until I realized she was a huge, pathetic drama queen as well. And I was like, yeah, no, I'm good. I like watching quality content. You know, and when I talk about situations like this, I'm not talking about it because it has nothing to do with me and just want something to gossip about. I'm talking about it because I've donated to these fucking losers. That's why. We're hurt by Diane's unbelievable deceit and thievery. I've met so many great ladies and gents and subbed up. Thank you for sharing your take on this disgusting. Thank you, Jackie Blue. Yeah, I mean, this has been going on for a while. I'm like, I'm not going to say anything about it because it's all gossip rumors. I don't know if she donated or not. But then the fact that Wendy, her co-host, good morning, Kathy, comes out and says Diane admitted to her. It's like, well, where the hell is Diane? Last we heard of her, she's sitting there defending herself, being defensive. And now all of a sudden, everybody was right about it. But everybody you pointed fingers at and said we're horrible bullies, we're actually just calling you out for not donating to a children's cancer foundation. Come on. You got to understand why people are upset about that. Didn't they basically send a death threat to Truthfully Trish if she's allergic to black pepper? Again, I don't know if the pizza actually had black pepper on it. I'm not sure about that. I'll ask, you know what? I'll message Trish and ask her. Morning, Nicola. But either way, whether it was something that's there she's allergic to or not, it's still a bitchy thing to do. And yeah, if it did in fact have black pepper on it, then yeah, it is. But I mean, it's the hypocrisy of it all anyways. I'm not surprised by it. And you know, I've always been nice to those people when I'd go into their channel and stuff. And they just seem to be very into themselves and cocky fucking bitches. They do. Like I said, how Wendy would always be like, oh, I don't watch them. Oh, I don't watch their channel. Like I'm better than them. But here, let me gossip and spill the tea on everything that they do on their channel. Clearly you sit around and watch their channels, Wendy, or you wouldn't know all the gossip and tea on them and you wouldn't have any content. Because I don't see any other content on that channel besides talking shit about other people's problems. Diane needs her own resolution night. Yeah, because there can be a resolution to this problem, and it's owning up to your shit, to the public, to the people that you upset, and you know, coming to terms that you're an asshole and starting over again. I forgive Diane. Would I ever watch her again? Probably not. I don't think so. All right, Dave, have a good night. Exactly, Stephanie. It is double standards. It's an unfortunate turn of events. I'm going to wait for Diane to speak. Yeah, and Pink, I think she should have spoke by now. People are speaking for her. You know, Wendy gets on. She's like, oh, I'm not speaking for her. Yeah, you are, because you're getting on and you're speaking, basically defending her. Diane should have spoke by now. I think I mean, at this point, I mean, it's never too late to come to terms with people, but I think it's too late for her to keep a lot of the people that were loyal to her because she's crossed a line. It's time's up. Time's up. Thank you, Lily Bell. Oh, I love you too. Send Carol, Auntie Sally, and your mommy. Oh, I will. Thank you. Only Diane can speak for herself. Yeah, and where the hell is she? She needs to do it already. Don't hold your breath. Yeah, I agree. I don't. What was that one girl? The princess girl was saying she doesn't think Diane's going to come on at all, and she was absolutely right. Diane was supposed to come on last night, and she didn't. Hey, Selena. Beth, I don't know how much money. And if I was Wendy, I would have asked her how much money. And, Wendy's just like, oh, I don't know. I don't know. Well, on a long phone call like that, that's dumb not to ask that question. Diane doesn't need a resolution night. She needs to be ostracized and shamed. She stole money from kids with cancer. Tucker did the same exact thing, and that's what happened to him, but she did it for years. Yeah, and again, I mean, if you're taking super chats from people and stuff, it is your personal business where it goes, but not if you're publicly saying it's going to something like that. Then it becomes other people's business when you say that. That's my personal opinion on that. Has been around almost as long as I have. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think she said she watched them since the beginning or for 4 years or something like that. Waiting for all this to go away. Well, like that princess chick said, it's not going away. Allergic thing, but hey. Yeah, saying Trisha, oh, she overreacted. Don't fucking order a pizza for your enemy. If somebody on here that didn't like me ordered me a pizza, first of all, I'd throw that shit in the trash. But I would wonder what the fuck is wrong with them. Why? I mean, it takes a serious bitch to do something like that. Way more interesting on a Dr. Phil episode. Yeah, but they go back to Dr. Phil and they talk about that. Miranda, that's a good point. You too, Paula. Yeah, I need to go take a shower and go watch the Cecil Hotel documentary. We're going to be having a panel on that. Me and Christy and Nicole and who else was doing that? There's 2 other girls that wanted to do that. Christy, Elizabeth, Nicole, and my other friend, Christy. 2 Christys and Nicole and Elizabeth. I have no clue what's going on. Sweet Lilish, basically people that were collecting money on their channel said that all of it was going to St. Jude's for children with cancer, and it turns out that's not the case. They've been found out. $20,000. Oh my God, Jackie. Love you, Pink. Wendy admitted to saying it was her who announced all the super chat goes to St. Jude. Diane never corrected her. Yeah, when she was saying that, I mean, it's great that Wendy is owning up to that part and saying, hey, I shouldn't have said that. But it's not Wendy's fault. Diane should have pulled her aside and said, can you please not say that again? Because it's not true. I don't donate 100% to St. Jude's, and I don't want people to hold me accountable for that. So please don't say that. And I'm going to address it to everybody and let them know, no, not 100% goes, but a little bit of it does. She should have corrected her immediately. How many times has Wendy said that and Diane just sat there and heard it and let it be? I agree, Lily Bell. Oh, I miss you too, Pink. What's the name of the documentary? Ooh, Crime. I think it's called Crime Scene. Anyone know the name of the documentary at the Cecil Hotel? By the way, I'm excited tonight. I ordered some rest and recharge from Thrive. It's supposed to help you recharge your immune system and rest really good. Oh, by the way, Pink, thank you for asking that, by the way. I don't know what's going on with the glare, but let me tell you something about that. I've received messages from people, and it's not important who, saying, oh, he's being exposed for this or that, so beware, blah, blah, blah. look, again, just like I said, I forgive Diane. We should not be judged for our past. So anything in somebody's past, look, Will's channel has been doing great lately. He's been doing good things on here. It's something that's therapeutic to him. It's something that he likes to do. He covers different topics. He does different things. And he should not be judged by, none of us should be something from our past be pulled up and be like, oh, let's judge him for this or that. No, I look at Will for who he is today, and he's always been a good, nice guy to me and a nice friend to have around. And that's it. So as far as the glare, he needs prayer right now, you guys, because I don't know if it's people just see he's doing good or ex-friends, whatever's going on between him and other ex-friends he has or whatever. He's still a decent human being, and nobody should be cancel cultured out of their YouTube channel that they enjoy doing. He enjoys being here. People should let him enjoy being here. And if you don't like him, fucking fuck off and stop being dicks to each other. Just like Diane, if she keeps her channel, hopefully she, whether she keeps it monetized or not, hopefully she fucking owns up to her shit and changes her content up a little bit. Maybe this is a way of God telling them, hey, you know what? Maybe do something else with your channel besides every single time you and Wendy come on talking about somebody else's drama because you're a drama community. I just don't fucking agree with the name drama community. Yeah, everybody addresses drama on their channel. But if you say you're part of the drama community, like I am the drama community, you're saying that you enjoy that shit. That you log in eager for some new drama. That's what you're saying. Hi, Lydia. And I am never eager for dramatic shit. Do I like to address shit when it annoys me and people fuck with me and something directly affects me? Yes. So anything I ever talk about on my channel directly affects me. What Diane did directly affects me because I've donated to the bitch. Yeah, we need more Judge Josephine on Pink Lady Luck's channel because that's a funny character. I haven't watched, but someone called Carrie and the T or something is releasing everything on him. Yeah, and you know what? It's something from his past, and it's bullshit. If people are going to be releasing criminal records or shit like this, whatever, from someone's past, then I would love to see their criminal records as well and make sure that they're a perfect human being before they throw somebody else under the bus. And if you have a perfect criminal record or whatever, well, fucking good for you. But it's not your right to pull up somebody else's fucking personal business and be like, look at this. Unless it directly affects you. I watched Robbie because he's dramatic. They all say they love drama except this because it's too far. Oh, Lydia, that's a good point. What did you think of the other documentary? I was gonna go and watch The Night Stalker last night, which that's another documentary that I need to watch, both of those. And I like how they kind of tie in together. People need to leave Will alone. Sorry about that. I don't know what's been going on with my little
Sorry about that.
T-Mobile thing. I had to go to my hotspot from my phone. I've been having connection problems since yesterday. However, I was getting ready to end it anyways. Yes, and I agree. Sassy Cat, she does cover for Diane, whether she likes to say it or not. It's kind of obvious. But, you know, I am going to pray for them because I don't think that something like that ruins somebody. We all make bad decisions. We all make bad choices. And like I said, I forgive her, but maybe it'll teach them not to be so fucking bitchy and judgmental to other people like they've always been, because they really have. And as far as the glare, I love the glare. So to the people sending me messages, thank you for the heads up and the warning and looking out and being like, don't talk to him or this or that. But I love the glare. He's always been good to me. And what's in his past is in his past for a reason. Okay. Just like my past is in my past. You're going to judge me and call me names for shit that I did when I was younger, or, you know, I've been arrested 2 times. All sorts of shit. That's not who the fuck I am today. And that's whatever Will did. I don't even know what it was Will did. And honestly, I don't even fucking care. Okay. I forgive him. And if I find out what it is, I'll still say, oh, well, guess what? He's not like that today. So, and even if he was, I believe that people can change. I love Will, just like Wendy loves Diane. Just like I said, I don't expect her to end her friendship with Diane. Diane wasn't really ever my friend, so I just don't give a fuck to watch her ever again. But does she need to leave YouTube? Probably for a while, because people that follow her, I mean, they're pissed off at her and annoyed. But does that mean Diane needs to be completely boycotted from the internet forever? No, it just means she needs to own up to the shit she did and apologize. And then continue her channel or her life being an honest fucking human being. We all make bad, poor choices, or have done bad shit, or do bad shit. We're going to make a mistake or a bad decision. So forgive Diane and let her move on. But people are pissed off about it and they need to understand. And Wendy needs to understand that too. And really stop. I don't know what she's doing, but that her live stream was pathetic. And that is my personal opinion. I've never really cared for her, but I know a lot of you probably like Wendy. I don't care for her because I see her as a very judgmental, condescending fucking person. So that's my opinions on it. I'm sorry if I was kind of a dick at some points, but I mean, that shit's annoying. You lied about giving money to children with cancer. Come on. You got to understand that's going to make people upset. And I think that's what annoyed me the most about Wendy, is she just was kind of like, oh yeah, but you know, we still did put some of it here. We did it, you know, we used some of the money for giveaways and stuff. So it's not that bad. You guys got something out of it. Yeah, we got something out of it while children are sitting in a hospital having cancer. Who gives a shit about giveaway stuff? Wendy is Diane's co-host, Shelly. Was her co-host. She needs a new wig and a string of Who needs a new wig? Thousands upon thousands of dollars meant for very sick and dying kids. Wendy and Diane aren't even friends like that. They aren't close. Neither is Randy. It's all for YouTube. Oh yeah, I'm sure. I mean, look, again, I think if you have a YouTube channel or any social media platform, you're going to come across some sort of form of drama. It's going to happen, especially if you are vlogging your real self and interacting with other people. You are going to come across drama. But if you call yourself a drama channel, that means that is the only reason you're here on YouTube. And I mean, if you call yourself a drama channel, you probably shouldn't be trusted. Or why would people want to go around that unless you love indulging in drama too? Now, look, I loved Me, the Bad Girls Club and all that shit, but some of that was set up. You know, not all, I mean, some of that was amped up for television, or, you know, some reality shows like The Real World and stuff like that. But if you're coming on here and you're saying you're coming on as yourself, you should be yourself. Like this fucking mess right here, this is real. Everything that's shitty about me, I give to you as a gift, and I provide that for you to witness. Nothing about me on here that I come on here. I don't come on here and say shit that I do. The only thing I ever lied to you guys about was I kept my addiction from you until June of last year, because I was ashamed of it. And it felt good to get the truth out in the open. That's the only thing I've ever fucking lied to you guys about. Other than that, I'm not giving money to anything. When you give me super chats, I get that fucking paycheck once a month and I either pay my bills with it or I treat myself to something. And I say, thank you for the fucking super chat. And I don't give it to anybody else. I super chat to other channels though. I give money to other channels and stuff. So, I mean, I do pay it forward, but I am not going to take my super chat and be like, oh, I'm doing this or that. Fuck no. I'm probably buying me some fucking fast food, some crab legs, whatever the fuck it is. And I'm enjoying that shit as a gift. And I say, thank you. I thought having an interest in drama BS was something too embarrassing to admit. No, having an interest in drama, I mean, everybody has some sort of interest in drama, but if your channel, if you say, I'm a drama community, I'm the drama channel, that shows me that's your only fucking interest. You don't have any other talents. You don't have anything else. That's all you want to do. So yeah, that is embarrassing. If that's the only thing you have to offer or you're interested in, that's a shitty, embarrassing thing. Absolutely. But if you're interested in it, whatever, you know, it's people on TV or reality series, whatever, and it's not affecting children with fucking cancer, then indulge in that shit if you enjoy it. Thanks, Nicola. Only having an interest. Yeah, if you only have an interest in that, yeah, absolutely. I'm dying to bring you some news you might know that the people are spreading about you, but I'm the candidate astrologer. What? Life is drama, some just darker and more predatory than others. Yeah, I mean, but every time I cringe when I'd hear Diane say, I'm the drama community, I'm like, why are you proud to say that? Why? Why would you be proud to say that? It's not something to be proud of. And even if you're having resolution nights, like you're getting entertainment and joy and pleasure out of exposing other people for their dramatic situations. I don't agree with it. I don't agree, and I'm not a part of the drama community. I'm familiar with it. I have friends that, you know, have interest in it or whatever, but no, that's not something, that's not a talent, and that's nothing to be proud of. Oh, I'm sorry I woke you up, Lee. Wear your sobriety. Absolutely, Mitchie. And I do. And, you know, we all have flaws, and we all have flaws and all that shit, but it's about what we do and how we recognize it. And it feels good to recognize our flaws. Let's see. Drama is nothing to be proud of. I agree. You know, I don't chat much, Robbie, but I do feel really bad for Will. Yeah, I don't know exactly what's going on with him, but I mean, if you don't like somebody and you're pulling up like their criminal record and shit like that, like if Will was doing something criminal right now, yeah, I would probably be like, Will, what the fuck are you doing? Okay, but if it's something from someone's past that they've learned from and moved on from, then you throwing it in their face is just reminding them how far they've come. That's how I look at it. And I don't think these people would enjoy people going into their past and being like, look what they did, because none of us are fucking innocent in our past. That's what I think about that shit. But anyways, I'm going to go shower. And Carol's been chewing on shit. I think she's teething. Because I'll pick her up and be like, are you okay? And she's like, she just wants to chew. There's no creativity in that at all. Picking on people or starting a channel to do so. Yeah, Lilu. And it is very easy, and I mean very easy, to start a channel. It doesn't matter what you look like. You don't even have to do your hair and get out of bed, because all you got to do is this. It doesn't even have to be your picture. It can be somebody else's picture. It could be somebody else's name. And you come on here and you just start a drama channel and you just start talking shit about everyone. Then you get all these followers, all these people that fucking indulge in other people's nastiness and their fights and stuff, and you just sit there, you never show your face, and all you do is talk shit. And then you raise money and you say it's going to children with cancer or whatever you're doing. It does not take talent to start an avatar and talk shit about people. And I'm not just talking about Diane and Wendy. There's so many other people that you never see their fucking faces, and they just sit there and talk shit, and that is their content. Not interested in that shit. Ah, thank you, Bobby. I'm not interested in that. Now, if you start your channel and maybe you do parodies or true crime stuff, or, you have some sort of talent and interest, and then you just so happen to run into drama, that's different. But if all you fucking do is sit on your ass, and you could either log in on your phone or the computer or whatever, and you just talk shit, and then you cut people's looks down or whatever, but you ain't showing your face. Hell, you might be using a fucking airbrushed picture like this one. Yes, this picture of me is fucking airbrushed. Yes, it is. I fucking put that shit in the photo editor like a motherfucker. But that's just my opinion on that. You know what's the worst insult people say behind your back? Say Robbie. I don't like Robbie, but he is nice. Hate that kind of. I don't like Robbie, but he's nice. Do people actually say that? See, and that's the other thing too. Like, if you're going to be on here, you have to be okay with people not liking you, because that's going to happen all the fucking time. The only people that I care if they like me or not is the people that I care about. And then the people that I care to have an interest of getting to know if I like them. But other than that, you're not going to be liked 100%. That's just how it is. It's so hot on you. Hope you. Lilu. God, everyone says I'm getting a new man. You don't know how crazy that other person really is, or what their breaking point, what they'll do in response. I've come across some really crazy people on here, but the best thing to do is ignore them, because the more we respond, the more crazy they get, I guess. I don't know. Again, the truth always sets us free. That's my personal experience and belief, and that's why I believe that, the truth will set Diane free as well. And of course she'll learn from it. Of course she will. But in order to begin the process of learning, you have to come to terms with what you've done first. Just own up to that shit. Everybody knows what you did anyways. Just come clean. That's it. End of story. That's all I have to say about it, guys. I'm going to hop off of here. I stayed on here way longer than I planned to. But I hope you guys have a beautiful evening. Let's see, Eamon, we have to pull it together. Yeah. Thank you, Lilu. Well, Miranda, sometimes I don't take my own words of wisdom, because I still make bad choices. I do. Nice drama, they aren't nice. Yeah, there's no such thing as nice drama. Look up the definition of drama. It has to do with conflict and emotions. That's not a good, proud thing to be proud of. It's not. Good night, Lilu. Good night, Ing. Yeah, so that, and whatever. That's all I wanted to say about it. I don't need a refund. I don't care to get any money back, but stop fucking lying to people, basically, is what I'm saying. Love you, Nikki Rex. Thanks, Kathy. Have a great day, Bobby. Yeah, you stay warm too. It's been cold, CNC. Bye, Lee. Bye, Snoop Medic. Sazzy's Nails. Some Vegemite and Beyond Ranger. Vegemite. I don't think I've ever tried Vegemite. Good night, Nicola. Night, Kiki. It's not just our past. We all make mistakes on a daily basis. Hell yeah, I'm probably going to make at least 5 bad choices tomorrow. But anyways, I'm really going to go now. probably not going to stay up for that entire documentary now that I've flapped my mouth about something that's you would think would be none of my business if I didn't fucking donate money. Okay? But I did. So good night. I'll talk to you guys later. We'll start planning the conversation on the documentary. It's going to be really fun. I'm very excited and scared at the same time. But I love you guys, and I don't know what's going on with my internet, but I'll try to fix that too. But I love you, and I will talk to you later. No chance.